Hello everybody, I'm Lucas and welcome to another video on this channel. So today I'm going to be going through the song Distant and explaining sort of my creative process, my mixing, a lot of the stuff that you might be interested in and see how I make stuff. So yeah, let's jump into it. Let me just first go through the chord progression of this. So let's just open up the main synth lead and the grand piano, the basics. Those are the basic instruments. And maybe the tremolo lead, that's not that important. Okay. These are basically one and the same. I think the chord progression is quite interesting on here. Ooh. Okay. I'm just messing around now. I shouldn't be doing this. This song is for the most part in G flat major. That's D flat sus4. Then B flat minor, but it goes to a major. So yeah, all together, let's put that all together. And then, bum, bum. You'll notice the melody really does not move a ton. And then got a sub under that, just to thicken it up a little bit. And then got some vocal layering going on here. It's got like a pan thing, so it's like moving from the left to the right really nicely. It's just super chill. And then this one's like, it's like the main melody, got a lower one. That's the bass. Got some higher ones. Got an octave up with a ton of pitch correction on it because I cannot do harm. I don't have an upper range. I can talk good, I promise. Then there's like a tremolo lead. This is one of Ableton's analog presets that I modified a little bit, I guess. Cut out like a ton of the range, added some basement reverb, had it like pan from left to right. I think it's super cool. And then let's go through the vocals. I didn't do anything special with the processing. I added a light chorus effect on this because I was gonna double it up with another recording of my vocals, but it sounded like garbage when I did that, so instead I added some chorus effect to thicken it up just a little bit. I recorded these when I was on a Discord call on a Discord server. For the chorus, there's a lot going on in the chorus recordings. Hard left and hard right pan stuff. And fun fact, I mess up in the vocal recording. Yep, you hear that? That's stuttering. I forgot the words, or at least I misread them. Didn't want to re-record this because I was just in a mad rush to finish this track because I wanted something out for you guys. These are all routed to one reverb. This is a re-recording of the main vocals, pitched up an octave. And then here's me doing my terrible falsetto, and it's heavily pitch corrected because it sounded like garbage. Said to you, and that's what it all sounds like together. There's really not a whole lot of change there for the second chorus. I just re-recorded it. This is the opening one, but with like a 4 to the floor pumping side chain on it. It's pretty much it. I have this like funky analog mono bass. Ooh, right? It's super like funky and phasey. That's in part because I took out any stereo width, so it's probably like just off a little bit, and it sounds kind of grindy and weird. And I love it. There's a viola section here. It's really nothing special. There's 2 claps. There's one that has the tone. That doesn't change at all, but the tone of the clap. I got this from a Vengeance Minimalist percussion sample pack. Muffled it a ton, took out a bunch of peaks, added a lot of reverb, filtered that out, added compression just in case. Go into Ableton's sample thing and just change this accordingly. I love the sound. Okay, these kicks in the bass, there's 3 things going on with the kick drum. There's an impact here, which is basically just like hi-hats. Then we've got the sub kick, which I made with the trial version of Nicky Romero kick. I added a bit of light distortion, but I didn't like It's not quite on pitch the whole time, so went into silent, saturated it a ton, made the mids nice and crispy, filtered it out so it didn't have too many of the overtones. Once that's all layered together, there's some light side chain on there. Got a crash sound, which is side chained. There's a ping pong ride, hi-hats. This is basically the group vocals. It's just the first note looped a bunch and then hooked up to some Sylenth preset or whatever. It's a bit of wobble and the filter. Everything is basically just having the low range being filtered out of it at the very end of it and having some downsampling with a Redux plugin. The only thing left to talk about is this sound. And that's the result of the piano sound with reverb on it. And it was like filtered. And then when I think I took my hands off the keyboard, I think it made that click sound. And I'm like, that's cool. I'm gonna sample that. And it's gonna be cool, and I'm gonna use that to close off the whole thing. I did, and it's super rad, and I love it. These verses are like shorter than the chorus itself. It's because the chorus has not many words to it. It's a lot of held notes. It's a lot of suspension. Verses are much more like continuous and they're wordy. It makes more sense that these verses are shorter. Anyways, that's about it. I don't really have a whole lot else to talk about with this song. I had a lot of fun making it. I'm super proud of this. It seems like other people really like it too, so if you haven't already for whatever reason, go check out the original. I'm like mildly upset, but that's just because I had to record this like twice. I had to try and do this 2 times. The second time I forgot to change a setting in Ableton. The desktop audio didn't record, and I'm upset with myself because of that, but I'll deal with that in my off time. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Go check out my social media, links are in the description below. Check my website, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!